Welcome to my talk about fantastic fungi. Oh my goodness. Mushrooms have come such a long way in the last several years, let's say. I think that the movie Fantastic Fungi in 2019, the astonishing documentary film that was done, was at a good time when it started really booming. And since then, we are on board as to where we need to be because fungi, mushrooms, whatever you want to call these little creatures of the earth, are really needing to be noticed and talked about and at the forefront in many, many ways. And today I'm going to give my own little fungi talk, an introduction, talk about some of the most famous fungi that are on the streets, that are in the stores and online and readily available, also in the wild if you can find them. And I will continue to talk about them. We're going to go over just a few and a little bit of the research that's been done on these. So I want to give a shout out to two media sources that commented on the film that if you haven't seen yet, I would highly recommend finding it, called Fantastic Fungi. This is a film done in 2019 that is truly breathtaking. The cinematic photography is the most beautiful, very well done. The Wall Street Journal quoted, "Never uninteresting and often startling in the natural beauty it reveals." That is a quote by Joe Morgenstern from the Wall Street Journal. Common Sense Media stated, "One of the most positive and hopeful documentaries in years. This lean, beautiful, entertaining mushroom movie suggests that the answers to many of our problems could grow naturally and abundantly." That is a quote from Jeffrey M. Anderson of Common Sense Media. Thank you. Yes, please go see it if you haven't. It's been out for 5 years now. I actually want to see it again because it's been several years since I have. So, fungi or mushrooms are amazing in so many ways. This is a lot of this is from a blog that I posted on my website, Conscious Choices for All. You can see it there written, and I will be adding more fungi news soon. I will also kind of go off on my own little tangents, but I'm truly fascinated by what I've personally discovered over the past several years. I definitely had my skepticism whether or not to add them into my diet after learning all of the benefits that they had to offer. Up until about 15 years ago, which now is almost 20 years ago, I despised mushrooms until I had a change of heart one day after going on my first forage walk in the woods around 2004. At that time, I had started on a healing path to cure my lifelong candida struggle and believed that many types of fungus would maybe be bad for my yeast health in the body. What I learned changed my life. Many fungi actually heal Candida albicans through their antimicrobial activity effective against unhealthy fungus. It's all about balancing the good and not so good. The same is true with intestinal bacteria, which I will get to later. The key to your best health is having a sustainably balanced microbiome. This was my entrance into the wide world of fungi on many levels. Since then, I have used fungi in my gardening techniques to help plants consume nutrients, boost my own immune system, and helped others by recommending them for their immune systems. I've always been an advocate of synergistic intake of foods. This means that different types of foods, herbs, fungi can complement one another when consumed together in a synergistic effect. These plant and fungi compounds are here to heal. They miraculously work both internally and externally. Fungi come in many types, as you will notice in nature while foraging, such as the guild, shiitake, and agaricus, for example, polypores, reishi, and turkey tail, for example, the toothed, lion's mane, and bear's head, for examples, the clubs, cordyceps, is an example, and jellies, cups, puffballs, and saddles, and I'm sure many more that I'm not giving a shout out to. One powerful example would be given to reishi or reishi or ling ji, one of the most well studied and widely researched of all the mushrooms, has a long list of superpowers, boosting the immune system against pathogens like viruses, bacteria, and parasites, improving circulation, which helps physical appearance, heart health, and brain cognition, balancing the endocrine system, supporting hormonal health. One study showed that 1,000 milligrams of reishi extract taken daily relieved allergy symptoms completely. Two of the most prevalent terpenoids found in reishi are sterols and ganoderic acids. Sterols have been proven to lower cholesterol by impeding the absorption of cholesterol in the body, which helps to improve circulation and heart health. Ganoderic acids have been shown to improve oxygen flow, boost liver functionality, neuroprotective benefits, and inhibit histamine response. Found throughout the world, especially in warmer climates, on dead or dying trees such as oaks and willow in the west, maple and elm in the eastern US. Next is maitake, aka hen of the woods. Maitake is something that you can find in a lot of grocery stores, and I personally buy it every week. Cost about $6 for a package that will last me a week or more, and I add it maybe every other day. I'll add a little bit to whatever I'm making. It's delicious. It's very nice to, if you saute it, and you can, saute it to a point where it gets kind of crispy and shrinks down, and it's, very, very, very good. I use it in many different recipes. So I just love my maitakes. It's a staple in my house, has been for years. One of the reasons I take it is because it helps with blood sugar levels. And both my parents have diabetes, so I really have to watch that. And so maitake has been shown to be more supportive when combined with other mushrooms. 2019 study showed that maitake, reishi, and shiitake, when combined, provided increased immune stimulation. The Scandinavian Journal of Immunology reported that agaricus, lion's mane, and maitake together provided antimicrobial as well as anti-inflammatory properties that protected against and treated complications such as damaging inflammation, immune overreaction, which is what happens when the body's own immune system is attacking itself and it's overreacting, also known as autoimmune disease, and multi-resistant bacteria pneumonia. Some evidence also suggests that maitake mushrooms may help with inflammation, type 2 diabetes, cancer, lipid levels, and brain health. I will put some of these links to the studies and websites that have those studies on them in the show notes. Lion's mane, aka Hao Tao Gun, or monkey head mushroom, has a long tradition of use as both a food and as a medicine in various Asian countries such as China, Japan, and Korea. As a culinary delight embodying a sweet lobster taste, in traditional Chinese medicine, lion's mane is said to be a nutritive to all 5 internal organs, the liver, spleen, lung, heart, and kidney, promoting good digestion, general vigor, and strength, which is vitality. Though most recognized for it being used for its support in cognitive function. This stems from the supporting factors for key gut brain connection due to a number of factors supporting probiotic flora, increasing fiber, increasing small intestinal cell activity, increasing the barrier tissue function, and immune modulation within the intestinal GALT. GALT is the gut associated lymphatic tissue, and so much more. I want to state that these are very brief descriptions. There is literally endless information out there about these mushrooms and other fungi. Lion's mane definitely is one of my all-time favorites as well, that I consume daily. I take it by the way of adding it to my coffee. I add a powdered high quality lion's mane product. There are a few brands that I'll put in the show notes that are my favorites that I will put in my coffee. I don't taste it or notice it at all anymore. I don't really think I ever did, but I'll just put like equivalent to a capsule in my coffee. I just blend it in the morning. And if I don't have coffee, I may, take a capsule of it, whatever I have on hand. But it has a very mild taste in that way. I have also consumed it in as a food, sauteing it. I found it in the wild once or twice, maybe 2 or 3 times now, and, sustainably harvest a small amount of it. And then I will take it home and saute it. It has a lot of liquid in it. So it's not dry like maitake would be, or even shiitake. It is, more meaty and has a lot high moisture content. So just, has a different texture to it. My daughter tried it with me once. We sauteed it at home and she did not like it, but she loves maitake. So it was just a different texture. And, it's to each his own, what you like to eat, but some people really like it, and it's not my favorite, but is fun to find it in the wild and sustainably harvested, of course, and use it at home instead of buying it, because it's very, very expensive if you find it in stores, which it is out there more available now than it used to be. The next one I'm going to give a short description on is turkey tail, aka Trametes versicolor. It's a very medicinal mushroom that's full of antioxidants and other compounds. Evidence shows that it is helpful in fortifying the immune system, maintaining healthy gut bacteria, and supporting the treatment of some cancers. Turkey tail contains high concentration of 2 polysaccharides with immune boosting properties. Polysaccharide K, or Kristin, or known as PSK, and polysaccharide peptides, which are polysaccharide peptides, or PSP. PSK and PSP are both immunomodulators that stimulate and balance the immune system to help the body fight infection, cancer, and other diseases. A review of 13 clinical trials found that cancer patients given turkey tail in combination with standard treatments lived longer than those who received chemotherapy alone. The combination of turkey tail and chemo was especially effective in improving outcomes for people with breast cancer, gastric cancer, and colorectal cancers. Mushrooms contain numerous highly beneficial nutrients and special compounds like beta-glucans. Beta-glucans are a special type of soluble fibers and polysaccharides, which are mostly insoluble and help modulate gut microbiota by becoming food for our gut bacteria. These fibers are also known as prebiotic fibers. So the insoluble fibers or prebiotic fibers are part of the polysaccharide family. Mushrooms contain these very beneficial compounds. So that's another reason why they're so good for us. Proper fungi supported in the body will help our immune systems function just the right way. Very balancing, not too much, not too little, just right, also known as the Goldilocks response. Goldilocks response, I have quoted in quotes on my blog because I got that term from the host defense team in my training with them. The bottom line is that medicinal mushrooms are types of fungi that contain compounds known to benefit health in various ways. To be continued, y'all. Okay, important facts here to note. Always use organically grown mushrooms, please. If harvested from the wild, make sure it's grown in a clean environment and you're doing it sustainably. Never eat raw. Some fungi are slightly toxic if not cooked or consumed in an extract form like alcohol and water extraction first. A few found in the wild are also toxic, as you have probably heard, so please be careful and beware. I am still forever learning. Medicinal values always come out when extracted properly. My favorite ways are by sauteing, putting in soups, making tea, put into powders like lion's mane, reishi, chaga, or cordyceps, in coffee, and then brew up a delicious health each morning, which I stated earlier. I use lion's mane, but I also have used these other ones here, reishi, chaga, and cordyceps in my coffee as well. So any of those I've tried, they are delicious and a great way to incorporate them in your morning brew. So like I said, this will be continued because there's so much to talk about. I just wanted to get started on this awesome topic because I know that so many people love mushrooms and fungi, and I love to forage every winter, go out into the forest and see what I can find. My partner and I, it's just one of our favorite things to do. And, if we don't know what it is, we definitely do not take it. If we do, and there's enough to share with the animals, we have a way of sustainably doing a cutting, leaving the spores, and taking a little bit home for our dinner. It's just a great way to connect with nature and a great way to support your body. And yeah, I just absolutely love my mushroom foraging times that I've had. And last winter actually didn't get to do it as much as the few winters before that, but just I think it's been 3 years now that I've actually been learning my mushrooms in the wild, and I absolutely love it and will continue to do it, and hopefully until I'm no longer here. And I think my older daughter has been doing some with her boyfriend as well up in Oregon, and they really enjoy it too. So anyways, I will talk more in the near future, about other mushrooms that I didn't mention here, or maybe we could just, discuss, like we could have a whole, hour on just talking about one mushroom. So maybe that's what I'll ask you. I'll have a question to, have a little poll of which mushroom we should discuss, and I can pull together research and talk about whichever one is the most wanted out there, the, hottest mushroom. What is the hottest mushroom to date, 2024 going into 2025? Okay, well, thank you so much. Please give me a 5-star review, and I hope you enjoyed this little intro, and I will see you next time. I'm not sure what the podcast is going to be about next week, but it'll be something juicy that we need to all hear about, that is exciting and important to discuss. Also wanted to let anybody listening know that I will be doing interviews and collabing with one other person to have a monthly discussion on a topic. And so I will be bringing someone else in, and we may even do a video so we can post it on YouTube and have it be a live event and not just audio. So I'm really excited to be doing that, probably starting definitely by December, but maybe next month in November. Thank you so much. We'll see you later. Talk soon. Bye.